Hello everyone, myself Ketan Bhausar, Assistant Professor in LJ Engineering College, Ahmedabad. In VLSI Design, today we discuss about practical number 2. In that we talking about the half adder and half subtractor. So in today's session we directly move on a software, it's called as a Quartus, that how you can write the program using VHDL language, and using VHDL language we try to simulate it and also synthesis it. So basically, as you already know, we have a software like Xilinx, Quartus and Actel. So now we move on a specific Quartus software, and for that, when you open the software, it look like this. So as per now, we have to start with file, create a new project. Next, then the name of the project, like I'm interested in half. Next, no. So you can change the directory in terms of E or D, whatever you have. Suppose you have to work on specific hardware model in terms of the FPGA, then you have to select the specific FPGA board from here. Right now we have a EP2CAT144C8. So we by default select this one, and next, and finish. So now after finishing this particular work, you can see the file will be created over here. Now we have to create a new file, so new script. Now we have to work on VHDL file. So VHDL file. Now it's VHDL.VHD. Now we have to write the code. As I already told you in previous session, we have to start with use IEEE. So we have to use IEEE library. IEEE use IEEE dot std underscore logic underscore 1164 dot all. Fine. So now we have to write down the header first of all in terms of the library IEEE, and use IEEE dot std underscore logic underscore 1164 dot all. After adding the header, we have to write down the entity. So entity, we have entity half adder is the half. Basically we write down the name over here. So we have name here half adder. So we have write down here name half adder. Suppose if you are working in Xilinx software, then there is no need to use this one. Then port bracket a colon input std underscore logic, and okay, and similarly you can write down b2. So it will take a and b, and as you know we have a sum and carry. Output std underscore logic. Okay, it's then and entity. So basically we add the input and output terms in terms of the input and output. So a and b is your input, and sum and carry is your output. So now we have to write down the architecture for the same, and for the architecture we have to go in terms of architecture, behavior, behavior of half adder is begin. Now we have to write down for the sum, and for sum less than or equal to a XOR b. Fine. In terms of the XOR, the output should be 1 when both of them equal to 1. So any one from a or b is equal to 1, then answer should be 1. So it's called as a sum. And similarly for the carry, a and b. So similarly you can see the sum and carry for the input and for output. So sum is equal to a XOR b, and carry is equal to a and b. So and behavior. Now you have to write down and save the program or save. Now you have to compile it, then we have to press here for the compiling the code, and here you can see the percentage. If there is any error will be generated, the error will be generated over here in terms of the message point of view. So you are getting the idea that your code or your software or your writing code is working successfully or not. Okay, it is writing successfully, so it is simulated successfully. Now you can see the RTL view. Fine, that you can see the RTL view in terms of the sum and carry. And similarly we can see a technological map view in terms of sum and carry, as you can see. So we can generate the output in terms of sum and carry, both point of view, that how our code or software will be generated. Okay, so I hope you are getting the idea about how we have to write down the code, and similarly we have to see RTL view and technological schematic view. Now similarly, if you want to see a waveform point of view, then we have to show the waveform, and for that we have to create first file, then new vector waveform file, right click, insert node or bus, node finder, pin tick all, list, carry forward it, and okay. Now similarly you have to provide the inputs, then you have to select the specific window for 1, okay, similarly for the 0, okay. Now let's check, we try to implement it in the simulation file. Okay, we have to save this file, save. Okay, now you can see your output will be generated. If the differences arises, then output should be 1 in terms of A1 and B0. So similarly you can change the any functionality, or you can change the input functionality with respect to the time, and you can also see the variation in terms of the waveform point of view. So basically when we are talking about Quarter software, and when we are dealing with a specific software in terms of Xilinx or in terms of the Quarters, then we have to work on a specific type of the software or specific type of HDL languages, and after writing the code we have to simulate it, and also we have to synthesize it. So I hope you are getting the idea about the software in terms of the simulation point of view too, or in terms of the hardware point of view we have to see in terms of RTL and schematic view. So similarly if you want to work on the subtractor side, then similarly you can work for the subtractor side. And for the subtractor, what exactly the change you already know, in digital electronics we already did that thing, and for that we have to use sum similarly, and for carry or in terms of the borrow we can change A bar B. So in terms of not of A and B. So you can see finally that we are, yes, now we can see that it is successfully executed the code, and you can also identify the successful execution of the XOR and carry. So we definitely try to simulate it, and we also see the RTL view in terms of the NOT gate point of view. You can see the bubble is generated over here, so it's A bar B. And similarly for the technological schematic view, you can also see the NOT gate. So definitely we are getting the idea about the software in terms of the writing the code, means whatever you write the code inside the software, according to that register transfer level gate will be selected. So I hope you are getting the idea about the software terms and how we can use and simplify the different types of software. And in the next session we also talking about the waveform terms, waveform point of view, and also in terms of the model sim point of view. Then we generate a vector waveform file here for the basic analysis point of view, that how you can generate a vector waveform file. And for that we add okay apply here 1, here we can select a 0 and save the file. Okay, then again run it. So you can see the waveform will be generated over here. In terms of the carry should be 0 and sum should be 1, because A XOR B logic will be applied over here. Now we try to insert the value. Now we try to insert the value, and for inserting the value, again we have to apply the logic here and just change the functionality of input, and now run it. So you can see the variation will be generated over here. If we changing the value possibility, then again the output will be generated. So basically we can simulate it, and also we try to simulate using the VHDL languages. So I hope you are getting the idea that how you can apply the input value in terms of A and B using the waveform, and also you can see the RTL and schematic view using Quartus software. But make sure that you should have a knowledge and idea about the VHDL language very well. We have to start with writing the library in terms of library IEEE, and also std_logic_1164. It's a specifically standard package for gates. After the entry declaration in terms of input and output, and after the architecture in terms of writing the code with respect to a gate. So I hope you are getting the idea about software. So thank you very much, and if you have any doubt, then you can contact me. So thank you.